Maharaj, just now you described about a model and an ideal man and a woman, the nature of a man and a woman. Now, when we come to Krishna consciousness, we get to understand the nature in its proper perspective. But we may come to Krishna consciousness at various stages. We are conditioned in a particular way. We have been exposed to different kind of concepts, thinking, due to which we have certain notions about what a man or woman should be in today's world, and how you have to prepare yourself, fence for yourself. Now, at whatever stage you are, how do you realign or reorient yourself to the model or the ideal you're talking about?
This is a very good question, because it relates not only to a husband trying to be a proper husband or a wife trying to be a proper wife, but it relates to a devotee trying to be a devotee. Some of us were not trained up and conditioned in following the 4 regulative principles. But somehow or other, now we're trying to do that because we understand that that is the natural and progressive way of making spiritual advancement. There may be some of you in this room who are not trained from birth to chant 16 rounds every day when you first wake up in the morning. You were trained to drink tea and eat whatever, and read newspapers and watch television and go to school. But somehow or other, when we come to Krishna consciousness, we understand that what's actually the best thing for awakening my original consciousness? To follow these regulative principles, to chant 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra every day. So the process of Krishna consciousness is the sincere endeavor to recondition ourselves, whoever we may be. In Western civilization, there's practically not even a sense that a child should obey their parents. And Western people come to Krishna consciousness and you're supposed to surrender to a guru. You're trained up to not surrender to anything, to do what you like, when you like, how you like, where you like. That's the way trained up in the West. To defy all authority. And Prabhupada came and told them, chant Hare Krishna, surrender to Krishna. So that a lot of reconditioning due to materialistic civilization in which we were brought up. But if we are sincere, we should try our best. We should try to live by our own real nature, not by what exploitative, materialistic civilization has trained us to be. If you go to the West, you'll find women are smoking cigarettes, they're drinking alcohol. And now in India, even women are like this. So this modern form of life is simply materialistic. It has nothing to do with spirituality. So yes, somehow or other we are what we are. But we should all be trying to improve ourselves. We should strive to be the best we can be for Krishna. Whoever we may be. Actually, it's not that men have a higher position in Krishna consciousness than women. They don't. Women have an equal position in every respect as a man in Krishna consciousness, because we're not these bodies, we're spirit souls. And if a man thinks he's better than a woman, that man is a rascal. Man is not better than woman. They just have different roles. They have natural roles. And whatever the role may be, is the best way that they could serve each other and serve God. So please do not misunderstand by thinking if a woman's nature is to be subordinate and a man's nature is to be predominating, that means man is better than woman or superior to woman. That is not what's being said. I was just in Germany, and to tell you the truth, women practically run every temple in Germany. I was just with one of my godbrothers at one of the biggest, and he said, you know, the women are so talented, they know how to do everything so well. The men don't know much of anything here. So that may be. Women have equal opportunities. One of the best temples in all of America is Columbus. And who's the president? Our dear God Sister Malati. But she's teaching all of the young ladies. She has about 20 young ladies under her. She's teaching them how to be wives in the future according to the Vedic principles. It doesn't mean you're less. Prabhupada gave women equal opportunity in every way to make spiritual advancement. But there is a difference between the nature of a man and the nature of a woman. There's no difference in the nature of the soul. So Krishna is explaining, if these natures are going to be compatible to progress in spiritual life, they have to live by their nature. Not compete, but harmonize. If a woman does not act according to her nature, to be subordinate with a man, there has to be competition. If she acts according to her nature, there's harmony. But she has to do it in Krishna consciousness, and he has to do it in Krishna consciousness. Then they both harmonize and make spiritual advancement, and are exemplary for the whole society. Is that, yes?
Could you just explain what subordination is? It's taking instructions, following what he says. What exactly, when you talk about subordination, can you explain a little on that?
What is subordination? It means you are Prabhu and I am Das. Now the man should also think, you are Prabhu and I am Das. But my way of serving you is to be the leader, and your way of serving is to follow. In other words, subordination means if a man is Krishna conscious, the woman should assist her husband. She should always be anxious to assist him, to follow him, to help him. Does that answer your question?
You were listening to Radhanath Swami on devotionalnectar.com.